Hey, everybody, welcome back to Casual Beaver Bastion Build. This is your host, your Casual Dad, and today we are going to be working on our power system. We thankfully survived the little oopsies we had from last episode. I'm sure you guys can relate, everybody makes those oopsies. And we are going to recover nicely, and just a little dynamite to get us started here. We are full up on our reservoir, we're looking good. Now, where are we at? All right, we are at hardcore mode. We've got some things expanding. We're nice and green all over the place for a good while. We do need to get some gravity batteries set up over here, but that's not our concern right now. Neither is our next mega reservoir. Our concern is actually underneath the map. The beavers already gotten started a little bit. They've busted through here. We're going to be building a airlock chamber. The water cannot come through here. They've already come down here some to take out this area right here. So this leads to this bad water supply. And this will be the last one we take out. So we minimize our infected beavers. Just like this one. Let's make sure it's the last to be taken out. And so it's going to come all over here to this other one that is elevated somewhat, but that's going to be fine. We also are going to have our runoff, our bad water runoff. It's going to come down here, and it's going to run over. We're going to use the natural path that the map has, and we're going to come right over here, and we're going to come out over here for now. Okay, probably going to flatten this mostly down. There is this little channel right here that I'm thinking about tapping into, so we would have it drain from this level up to here and off the map. So maybe this bottom layer, I can't speak, this bottom layer, my goodness, you guys ever have a problem speaking sometimes? You we'll keep this filled in, and we'll just flatten all the way down to here, and we'll have an interesting little shape here where we'll have our bad water under pressure. And now I know it's not the same as the iron teeth, which can draw out bad water even during droughts, but if all this is capped off and under pressure, and as it's coming out over here to supply our power wheels, if that has a sluice gate and it's only letting out certain amount, all right, then it's going to stay under pressure, and it's going to last quite a while. So that's what we're hoping for. How long until these things die? That's the question. They can survive the drought, so we're not going to worry about that. We do need this to be finished out right here so we can get another watering hole. Eventually we will get over here and we'll build a big reservoir right here and have bad tide divert off to the side. But that's where we're at right now. So if you're liking this community build, this hardcore build, hit that like button for me, please, and make sure you smash that sub button so you stay tuned to all of the crazy Timberborn action that we come up with. Make sure you leave comments down below on each and every video, each and every week. I want to hear back from you and see what it is that I should do next, because this is a community build, and so I want the community to be involved with it. All right, so you gotta give me your feedback. But that's where we're at right now, and then once that is done, we want the pipes laid. We may not get everything built in this episode, but we want the pipes laid, and we need to make things a little bit more permanently green. So we may work on that a little bit. All right, so we've got our food expanding, which is looking up pretty nice, but we need just a little bit more, in my opinion. Just a little more. Well, we got so many grilled potatoes. Let's just add more grilled potatoes. We definitely need some more storage for our carrots, I think. Or maybe we can come down on our workers a little bit. I think that's what we'll do. We've got a lot of carrots, and so we're pretty good. We're pretty good there. We need more food. All right. So let's get to building, and we'll come back in just a second.
All right, everybody, we're back and we are good to go. Just gotta clean up the pathways. In case you did not know, when you have pathways, when you have unnecessary rubble, it does slow down your machine. You may not think much about it in the beginning, but it does. It does do that. So we're just going to take care of some things that we don't need. But in the meantime, you get to see our lovely underground shenanigans. And I'm just gonna leave the planks in there. That's fine. We may come back and need to build some stuff later. But here we are. We got it flowing down right through here, through our platform, down into there. And it also connects this over. And so when it comes over here, it has to rise up and it connects in to here and it goes through. This one is simple. It just flows down and around. And now from up above, we have flow when it becomes bad tide. It comes through here all the way down and around. I can click correctly. Down and around. Down in here. Connects up and goes around. So then it all goes around using the natural ways we have. And we're starting to make our path over here. So we have this airlock that we will delete when we're ready to let it all flow. I like the airlocks because you can build and do things without getting contaminated if that's your stop point, and then you just delete it later. So now we're going to be building up, and this is as tall as I really want to because the beavers still got to go work up here. Okay, and so it's not as tall as I would like, but what we're going to do is in this cavern, we are going to just jam pack as much as possible. Probably do a single water wheel just to make sure that we are getting the good flow out. I might do some testing, see if we need to do double water wheels. But we're just going to get this whole cavern filled up, and the very last is going to come over here and it's going to dump into this area right here and it'll flow out. And so that's the plan. That is what our next step. We have most of the bad tide taken care of. One other thing we are at least planning is over here. We have our bad tide diversion planned out. We're going to come in here, take out all these trees, and then we'll keep building up. Thought about putting airlocks here just so we could go ahead and have everything built and not worry about it. Still thinking about that. And then we have, of course, our last one down here that I'm gonna keep for now, simply because we need some bad water we can pump easily, and this is gonna provide more than enough. If we need more pumps, we can fill this edge up. I haven't really used the contamination barriers a whole lot, but I started putting them in over here, and it actually helped a lot in our last bad tide keep our plants nice and green. I just wish we could walk on top of them. I understand why you can't, but that's the only downside. I need to get over here and really cordon this area off until we can get to our water sources down here and have them flow around. It's gonna be easy with our tunnels. We're just gonna have them flow around and out like we have everywhere else. So yeah, it's just a little bit of an update. We had to wait for our beavers to come back. We had a lot of beavers that were hurt and dead, and so it took a little bit of time. But now our next thing to do is we got to continue working on our structure, our power, because our power is everything. And what we're going to do is, once this all set up generating power, I'm going to take my power pylon and we're going to connect the power here, and we're just going to then go right along the corners. Okay, we're going to get up, we're going to get out here, probably tuck this in I'd say probably right here, so we have plenty of room. Best spot is probably going to be to place it right here. We're going to get some platforms. Brain is blanking to put it up here, and then from here we can just then connect over to this power one right here, and then the whole system's going to be powered up. So then from then on, if we need to, this area is pretty good. Looking for our a long-term industrial section, so we may do something where it comes over here, in a big loop-de-loop. We'll have power here, it comes up here, and then after some point we can send it back around. As long as we have a big loop, and that's what we're actually doing with our zip lines here. We're going to make a big loop around, so there's a couple different ways of getting in and out, just depending. Whether they use it or not, I don't really care, because it's going to look cool. But yeah, that's the general plan that we've got going next. And so yeah, make sure you stay tuned for our underground power supply. All right, guys, I'll be right back with a quick update.
All right, guys, welcome back. We have finally got some movement going. We have cleared out most of this area, and we have designed up our 2-layer system. We might be able to sneak a third in, but it's gonna be pretty tight. So we're gonna go at least with 2 layers and see what that gets us. But basically, and they're not gonna be connected either. I'm gonna have 1 layer that starts here and 1 layer that just doubles underneath. I think it's just gonna be the easiest way to go about doing that. And so we have our impermeable floors everywhere except for right here. And so what does that mean for up top is we are also going to come around and it's just going to dump right here off the end once we get this cleaned up. So we're going to have all this to be our power section, because you know what that means. Once we get power more consistently, more reliably, that means bots. Yeah, I've just been thinking while waiting to clear stuff out, dynamite everything, we're going to need bots. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bots down here. It's going to be like the little bot cave, kind of like the bat cave, but the bot cave. I know I'm very, very funny, very punny. That's the dad jokes for you. But we're going to have, we're going to start off with 1 bot maker, obviously. So there's going to be 4 buildings down here. We're going to obviously need to trek in a lot of materials, but we've got some storage already. Not going to be that big of a deal. We can empty this. We don't need extract down here anymore. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. The bots, I think, I like to get around 100 beavers or so and then switch the bots most of the time, and that's where we're at. And especially with this hardcore mode, bots just really make it easier because they don't need water, they don't need food, and they work 24/7, and so we can get a lot more done. Now we're looking pretty good on our reservoir. We have finally tunneled things out and got everything reduced down a little bit. We have a little bit more to go on the pillars, and then once that is completed, we can start amping this up. Once we have this huge reservoir, I don't think we're ever gonna really run out of water. And then yeah, so we're getting things solved up. So we're almost done with our first layer here. I really need them to come over here and take these out. This needs to be gone. I want these to be gone so that I can then finish off my upper level. I need to get to right here so it can dump down and drain accordingly. So that's what we're waiting on, and then we'll come in and we will, well, I guess we could go ahead and start doing it right now. We're going to come in here and start putting in our power. Now, I could put them all the way out here at the end, but I have found that that generally does not work very well. And so I'm going to just line them up right here like this. And so this will be our first section really give us a good idea of where we're going to be at. And no, I don't want to destroy that. I want that right there. And so then it's going to be a little slow going, but it's going to be worth it, right? And so we're going to have these that we don't even need to do this. We just need to do all the way across. And that's probably what we're going to do right here. Now come back and delete these extras. Now right here, when we don't have anything to do, we will come down until we can make it across. I think right here and right here. There we go. We'll have something like that. And that's going to get us started. We can get to work on all of these. And get our power going. Fortunately, because we've been growing slow on purpose, there hasn't been a whole lot of need for production. We've been able to very easily keep up with our demands, and so that's why I haven't been too worried about it. What we're likely going to do here shortly is we're going to start making big stockpiles of our items that we need for our bots. So we're going to have to get more potatoes for looks like biofuel. We're going to need more planks, more metal blocks, so we're going to have to bring those down. We're going to have gears, so we're going to have those storage facilities. So I think we have the storage facilities we need already down here. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, biofuel. So we have a little bit of storage already that we can have. We got planks and logs. Once we get done, we can swap these out to. We'll go ahead and start bringing in some metal blocks. But we'll have planks and metal blocks. This we can swap out to gears. We don't need explosives down here anymore. And yeah, so I'm not sure how much power we'll get. We'll see how many wheels we can get in here. But pretty excited about this. I was trying to figure out for the longest time, if you've been watching the planning sessions, what to do in this cavern. And I think this is gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be nice not to go up another level. Just to really fill this in and make it feel like it's pretty much all one plateau when we're all said and done. Yeah, so let me know, what do you guys think about our little power station? It's not quite, how I like to make power stations, but it's gonna get the job done. Make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think about that. All right, and if you like it, hit that like button while you're at it. The engagement helps the videos, and I appreciate it. And yeah, so if you want to give more feedback besides that, hit up the description. You'll see a link to the Discord, and you can join there and be part of the Casual Dad gaming community and give more targeted feedback for all the games that we play, all the videos that we make. But we're gonna sit back and we're just gonna let this run for a little bit, and we'll be back with you in just a jiffy. All right. We are back with a little update. We have half of it done. I think a respectable 7,200 out of this, and we are on our way of building the second layer. We ran into a little snag. We are a little low on metal, but we are working on that. We have it hooked up to the rest of the network, and we also just look at these zip lines just flying around all over the place. We had to come out here to get some more metal here. We had to build out here to get more metal scraps from over here, put in some more zip lines to really just bring it all together. It's looking good. And for our power, we did start on a little bit out here on our gravity batteries, but we're going to make sure that we hold off on those so we can finish up our power station. But while we're waiting on those metal to come in, right? So those metal blocks, we're actually going to be finishing up our reservoir here. We just have a small section to go, and then we will be off to the races. Let's see, we could probably come in here and estimate the level's probably going to be about like this. About a 5.8. We'll see how far that that gets us whenever it fills up. So, you know, once this reservoir is completed, we will for sure not be out in danger of losing water anytime soon, because this little reservoir in here has actually never run dry unless we intentionally did it to get some bad water out. And so that means this puppy, this mega reservoir is, you just call this the Hoover Dam, it's so big, it is never going to run dry. So we're just waiting on that, right? And so we do have some metal out here we can get to if we need to. But yeah, we're looking good. We did complete this, so all the water is going to stack up in here. We have it set up to feed into this pipe. I'm wondering about taking out this sluice gate so it can feed backwards down through here. Just something I was thinking about. Maybe doing at the end of a next drought when there's probably not going to be any pressure or anything like that. Let all the water out here within a few days and then get this going. Something like that. Just want to make sure we have maximum water usage. It'd help to get in here and make sure all this stays nice and watered, because we are going to lose some of these, which is a bit of a shame, but that's all right. We do have a mine that we're slowly building for our metal, and this is going to be where our bots are at. And so I told you earlier, this is going to be Bot City down here. And so we have all of our warehouses for our bot parts. We've got our refinery here. We're going to hold our biofuel here, and then we have our bot factories and assemblers. Let's just go ahead and put those into each one of those. And we'll just start cranking those out as soon as we get our second layer done. Probably for next video, we'll start the bot manufacturing and assembly. And that's really going to help us just take off and zoom. I really want to eventually get to like 200 bots. So I can have just like 30 bots be builders and 70 bots be haulers. And so I guess that's 100. And then fill in with some of these dangerous things like the mines and stuff. And so yeah, about 150, 200 bots would be good. You know, have them take over the fluid dumps and just let the other beavers be, you know, gatherers, you know, woodcutters, farmers, you know, easy things like that. And then we'll really be able to start terraforming this map how we want. But this is, I'm looking at this and I'm pretty pleased that the early struggles we had to get sustainability going, and now we're on the cusp of not being held back. I do want to get over here. This is a bit annoying. We do have this. What I'll probably end up having to do is I'll put a one of these zipline pylons here and go through underground so we can just get through quickly. And we'll turn it on and off. When it's good water, we'll turn it on so people can go through there. When it's bad water, we'll disconnect it so the beavers don't do stuff they shouldn't do. But that will get them in here. We'll be able to, you know, get down there somehow. We'll figure it out and just divert that bad water. Because then once this is only good water up here, you know what comes next? That's right. We're going to have some sluice gates at ledges, and we're going to keep all this greened up as much as possible. Maybe even block this off and have a little bit of water come in here. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and find out. This one, again, will be the only thing that is left so that we can have readily available bad water for any explosive needs we may have. And yeah, so it's looking pretty good. I am really happy. Really happy how this is turning out. And so we're going to come back, not with another update, but when it's completed. So stick around and don't go anywhere. And there we have it, our completed powerhouse. It actually looks really good. I like how it looks in here with the flow coming off. We might have been able to get a little bit more, but I think this looks really good, especially when it's turning. I just hooked up all of the gears so that all the power would go together, but I did see it turning, and it's beautiful. Now in here, we are almost done making our bot factory parts. So we need gears and metal blocks. We need this to be turned into a tank for biofuel. We are making biofuel. Looks like we made a lot real quick because we do have quite a bit of potatoes. And what a beautiful reservoir that is. We will never run out of water, even if we wanted to. So basically the way it's going to work is this lets in water obviously to a certain height. If we're ever out of water for this reservoir, we can just turn off these pumps, turn these on, and start pumping from this reservoir. It's going to be great. We have our gravity batteries are working. We have some here. Looks like they're working as well through our power line transmission. Oh, it's just so beautiful. However, we do need this wood workshop to get going. We need some treated planks because we are officially about to be out of all the yummy goody ruins. Now, we have a bunch over here, but this takes so long. I'm not sure I want to put another... we'll do it. I wasn't sure I wanted to, but you know what? This is what this is all about. Okay, so we're just gonna... Too far. No problem. This is what it's all about. So, we're just gonna do it. Boom. Boom. We're gonna make these high priority. So we make sure we get all the scrap. Looks like we're getting the scrap from down here. Slowly but surely. But I'd rather just go ahead and have this mine working. We just gotta get some planks. Slowly but surely we'll get all the planks that we need. And yeah, we are about to kick this sucker into overdrive. Alright, we have this going. I really want y'all to see this in action. But let's see how close we are. Okay, we got this done. It's filling up with biofuel. We got so many potatoes, it's not even funny. Probably, let's go down to 16. We could probably make another driller and still be fine, but we're just gonna keep this for now. What are we waiting on here? We need gears and metal blocks and metal blocks and metal blocks. Okay, so a bunch of gears, a bunch of metal blocks. The two things we are the lowest on. So that's gonna be a little bit. We may have to just go ahead and have the mine with some beavers working temporarily. We could shut down probably a hauling post and get some beavers over here, get some work done. But we are looking oh so delicioso. I'm not sure. I've been thinking in between while waiting for stuff to build of you know, do I push the well-being as high as possible? I don't think I do. I think right now we're just going to enjoy the crisscrossing of the map and the taming of the map. I still want to come over here and block this up so we can have some more greenage this way. I mean, this would be beautiful because this would all then flow down to over here. We might puncture this. This would not be a bad idea. Let's just puncture this and just flood this, just so we have a nice little lake and more green area. Not really gonna do anything with it. If we do, it might be some flooded things, the flooded plants, but just wanna add greenery. Just how lovely, some lovely bunch of coconuts. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Are we building this? We are. The metal blocks. Yeah, so do we really want to do these metal blocks? That's the question. That's the question indeed. We are finally making our way up over here. This is looking pretty nice. It is too far. What do you mean it's too far? Huh. looks like it's... I accidentally... Somehow that got destroyed. I was very confused. Bamboozled even. Alright, let's throw some water in here. Some water in here. Let's keep these guys a little healthy. Well, you know, you're actually gonna be fine. Let's not waste some workers. Oh look, they even started coming out here to dynamite this place. Love it. Let's go ahead and get some boom boom. Oh man, that was lovely. We can get some more food growing there. Yeah, we're zooming now. Zoom in. How are we at here? All right. So we're gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna leave you with a little picture. So we have our first and our second layer of our lovely batteries are charged. That's really good. That's a lot of battery power. We're gonna see, we did get 7,500 on the bottom, so I'm expecting maybe around 14,000 total once we add this from the top. And we're gonna finish out the bots. Next episode is gonna be, we're gonna be building these bots, and then we're gonna be doing a lot of work. Bots gonna be built. We're gonna start expanding our infrastructure for building, which I think, I've been looking around. I think I'm just gonna come over here, add it over here, take out these paths that were used for building, and we're gonna build a lot of stuff over here. We already have a bunch of plank production, so we're probably going to then add in. See, because we can just come up over here. We could flatten all this out. We're probably gonna add in a few more planks, more gears, just do all of our industry right in through here, because we do have our lovely power line right here that we can just zip down and get some power super easy, or come off the back of this one if we want. Anyways, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our boss going. We're gonna get some factories going. We're gonna get some dirt going. Okay, we're gonna get our mine going next time. I mean, that's just beautiful. I just love that. And then we're going to look at the long-awaited getting rid of these two water sources. Not getting rid of them, obviously, but having a bad tide diversion for them. And then that will be the last water source that we really have to worry about. And then we'll be Peachy King. If we have time next episode, we'll come over here, we'll work on clearing some of this out, blocking this off, and just seeing what we can turn green over here. Maybe we stop up the water, make it flow this way. Have this be like a little island. Who knows? Give me your feedback down below. Would super appreciate it. Love to hear what you think I should do. But I'm loving these zip lines. Not as good as the two ways, but they're still pretty cool. Love seeing them zip around all over the place. And yeah, so give me some feedback. I still got to figure out what to do down in this cave. This is a huge cave system. I'm thinking I'm gonna zip in here. Like, we're gonna have gonna be a little zippity doo dah again down into here. Maybe a station here, little area here. Then they can zip over here, zip here, come around here. I don't know, something like that. We'll see what we have in store. But I like this little underground space. This is where I want to flesh things out. Maybe make a better farm down here. And once we get this all greened up, we can do some more dynamiting and really have some underground waterways to make sure this is all green. And we'll just have some bad tide here at the edge. That will be fine. That will be fine by me. That's what I'm thinking anyways. So I want you guys, let me know down in the comments. What do you think I should be doing next? Focus on next. Do I do a mega build? Do I just have some, like a big roller coaster? They start up here and they just, zip line around the whole edge of the map. I'm not sure how I could get them to actually use it, to see it, but it would be interesting nonetheless to see it built. I kind of have it here with this little deal right here. I love it. This one's really It was really fun watching them go around. Anyways, I'm rambling. I just love this game so much, you guys. I love playing it. Different ideas coming to me and whatnot. And of course, I love getting y'all's feedback to tell me how you guys want to see this played out. So make sure you keep giving that comments here or in the Discord. Make sure you check out the description to see how you can join the Casual Dad Gaming community. And we're gonna leave it here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you like this hardcore mode, how it's turning out. Hit that subscribe button to see more Timberborn and other strategy games. See what all kind of funny things we get into. We're gonna do some more community builds. So be thinking about what games you want to see played and how you want to be involved, and drop those in the comments too. And I'll pick a game from there, and we'll make it happen, Captain. All right, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you. This has been Casual Dad. We've been playing some epic Timberborn. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.